All right, part 4. I should have cheated. Let's get it. All right, so at the time, I knew my wife wasn't stepping out on me because she was there. We were still doing stuff together. I've never disrespected her in any kind of way. No matter what she wasn't doing for me, I wasn't disrespecting her at all. But so as time go on, I'm going to say 2000 and I wish I had a better date to put on it. So I'm just going to say as time went on, like the more you argue, the more easier it becomes, and the more you get, the more arguing you do, and the more you say. That's how we got. We both just really just got comfortable with just saying things. I always felt like I could not get her to understand me on where I was coming from. She was always right. And in the real world, they say the woman is always right. I'm a woman too, but they say the woman is always right. Just do what the fuck she say. But I couldn't take that. She always felt like she was right. Like I had to put her in her place every time. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I just had to because I couldn't live like that. Like I've been through a lot. I've never posted anything. I've never said anything. I went through a lot in silence. So when I popped the fuck out, people like get back in. I'm like, nah, I just been holding this shit in for so long. But we've been through a lot. Now, I'm gonna say this: a person raised off survival will do anything to you. A person who's raised off love will do anything for you. I live by that shit. Like that is so true. I've dealt with a lot with her mentally on the things that she had to deal with as she was a kid, and even as a younger adult, like the things I had to deal. I'm pretty much. I'm pretty much just I'm trying to heal somebody that's broken and been broken and need help. She needed the kind of help that I couldn't give her and she couldn't give herself. She would say things like she needed counseling, but she never went because of the things she went through as a kid. She never went. She was just turned to alcohol. Like I've gotten used to watch this girl drink every day. I'm not saying she was sloppy drunk. I got used to watching her drink every day. I got used to her going to the liquor store every day. She wanted, she needed, especially this last past year. She has to have alcohol, wine, or something. Like, I watched it. And this girl is damaged. This girl is so damaged that she takes medication for it. She's so damaged that she don't trust nobody. She's so damaged that, like when we moved into this house we're in now, like even the last house, like she has totes of clothes, just like, when I met her, she has totes of clothes like in the bedroom, like on the side of the bed. And when you go unpack that shit, like living like you're in a foster home or a hotel or something, you home, like unpack this shit. This is your shit. I told my wife, like, this is your shit. This is your house. I like you run it. I like the way you run it. You run it. You know what I'm saying? Like you in control. If you need me, let me know what's going on. Just keep me in the loop of everything that's going on. But this is you the woman of this house. Now go and womanize this house. I told her that. And I just skipped the whole part. God, I don't want to do that. So yeah, like just trying to work with a damaged person is hard. It became pressure on me. It's been plenty of times that I wanted to give up on my marriage. But I was like, no, like, she ain't trying to give up. She's actually a good person. You know what I'm saying? She's a good woman. And this is what I've been asking for. But, like, damn, this shit came with a cost. And I've dealt with so much. A lot of people don't know. Like, I've never picked up the phone and called everybody called their mama and tell their mama what's going on or to vent to their mama. I've never called my mother because I didn't want anybody coming around. You know how mamas is. Or even brothers or sisters. I didn't want nobody coming around the house looking at her funny. You know what I'm saying? Or just being weird towards her. Even though I'm feeling some type of way. I've never gave up on her. I've always had hope that things would get better. So, moving forward. So we discovered that we're having issues and arguing and it's becoming it's happening too much. We decided to do counseling. I wasn't with it at first. I wasn't with marriage counseling at first because I'm like, can nobody tell me how to run my marriage? Like, they're not here. They don't see the shit. They don't know the shit. Can nobody tell me how to better my marriage? And I've always told her it's up to me and you. You know, and so we didn't do marriage counseling, but the arguing got worse. And I eventually went back to her and I was like, you know, let's try it. I'm willing to try it because, you know, things is getting out of hand. Like, I'm thinking before I give up, I'm willing to try. I'm willing to try to fight on things that, on the route that you want to take. I'm willing to try to fight, you know, and see where it goes. But eventually we never went to marriage counseling. And so some things had came up about the house we stayed in. So we moved to another house. That house we moved to was temporary. It was very temporary. It was for the time being. We didn't stay there long, but she wanted to stay there. She said she didn't want to move no more. She was tired of moving. And, you know, and I couldn't get her to see things my way. Like, you know, we need a bigger house. Like, and one day she just hit me up and was like, you know what, you right. Let's get out this house. You know, it was like in the country. It was raccoons and dogs and shit knocking over trash cans and all that. Like, she just wanted a better environment to move in than what we were in. So I told her to find a house. I said, find a house. You got my information or whatever. Find a house and make sure there's enough room, and you know what I'm saying, and we can do it. So she found a house like immediately. Like, and so now we're finna move back to Villa Rica. As soon as she found a house, you know, we gone a month later. We moving into the house a month later. She happiest person in the world. Happiest person in the world. He put a status on Facebook like, told my wife I wanted to move. I found a house and got a gym room, got all the space in the world. She got this big ass kitchen. She liked to cook, you know, and like we were getting things back on track. Like, and mentally when we moved into this house, I'm like, this is gonna be a fresh start. We're both frustrated in this little ass house in Carrollton. You know, we finna move. I'm finna, you know, fresh start with, you know what I'm saying? And not to mention, even though she said I was verbally abusing her, I've been working on that. So I went a couple years with just being on my best behavior, being careful with what I'm saying, watching what I'm saying, how I say it, or just don't say shit at all. That's where I was at with that. And I was fine with that. I was fine just letting shit slide and not saying nothing. And so we moved back, and I know I may be all over the place, y'all, but we moved back to Villa Rica, into this house that I'm currently in right now. And things are like, they're back to normal. She happy. She's expressing herself to me again. She's telling me, thank you. I love my house. Thank you. We shopping for the house together because this is a bigger house and we need to get more stuff. And everything's just back to normal. So and we moved here back in July of 2024. July 2024. And everything was good. Everything was good. And so everything was good. And we had an argument. And I said, I do not remember what I said. I don't remember what I said. But apparently her car was broke down at the time. And my car was the only means of transportation. So I said something to her. I told her I wanted a divorce. That's what it was. I told her I wanted a divorce and I was going to file for one. Because we were just back and forth. So I just said I wanted a divorce. And she broke down at work and she started crying and she left her job walking, went to the corner store, got her something to drink, and called me and asked me, can I please come pick her up? Even though we were arguing, I went and picked my wife up. I went and picked her up, and she was about drunk when she got in the car. I looked at her. I'm like, I hate to see her drunk, like on a Monday, Tuesday. Like, I hate to see her drunk. Like, why are you doing this to yourself? Like, you know what I'm saying? To me, that's very unattractive. Like, I don't want to look at you like that. I don't want to see you like that. But she got in the car. I was so weak for her. Like, anytime I would piss her off, where my time at? Anytime that I would piss her off, I would go to her and I would quickly apologize. I would do whatever I got to do to apologize.